Click start streaming.
Hashtag Joe Dini Mafia.
It's receiving your content. Unsupported resolution. That's weird. Hold on, I guess I'll fix the resolution. Output. Video. Oh, I got it stop me. Alright, let's see if this works.
Alright.
The stream is continuing. Yeah, it's working. So I guess that's very weird.
Where can I see the stream?
It's just on my channel.
Let's see here. It's not saying that you're streaming.
You probably have to give it a minute to catch up.
Alright.
Oh, it's unlisted. Hold on, I gotta make it public.
Okay.
Oh, I also have to update the Discord link in the description here, I think.
Hello, my fellow Kings of Chaos.
Stop.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Being the big gay.
Alright.
I'm playing RimWorld.
Right?
Giving Dragon Ball Superheroes a small break.
I wish I could rim your world.
I'm about to ruin that boy pussy.
Oh no.
I saw a new JoJo game that seems pretty interesting. They're doing something like a battle royal with it now.
Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
it's
God, I
a
fucking hate that genre.
it's a weird arcade thing. It's not. It's currently not coming to consoles, at least. It's like a Japan only thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could obviously still play it, you know, if it's free.
No, it's
I think it's like an arcade game.
Yeah, it's like you have to go to a physical arcade to get it,
Oh, okay.
or to play it rather. So I needed So this was just a test stream to see if I could actually stream because my Kothax video got removed. And
Damn.
they got removed, and YouTube's stated reason was child safety.
What?
Which is ironic, because, my video was the one telling you why pedophiles are dangerous, and to stay away from them. And there were no...
Is it a service complaint, or what?
I don't know. And when I clicked on the link, it said, YouTube is very serious about not sexualizing children. Even though there are no children in the video to sexualize.
Do you think you could appeal it?
I did appeal it. I appealed it yesterday. So when this happens, it's happened with my Tamers video. They lock your channel for a week, regardless. So you can't upload, you can't stream. You can still use the features, like you can still watch videos and stuff, but you cannot upload anything.
Yeah, that Tamers video wasn't even a bullying kind of thing.
No, that one was also removed for child safety or child pornography.
What?
And I appealed that one as well, but I think that one got a little weird because, like, there's a scene of Bartleby and Sonic when they're kindergartners, and Bartleby pulls down Sonic's pants and slaps his bare ass.
I know which one you're talking about.
Which is really fucking funny. Which is really, really fucking funny. And then there's other parts of it that involve children that you could kind of, like, so when they removed it, there was a part of me that was a little, like, I can kind of see that. And also that video wasn't, like, crazy popular or anything. I worked hard on it, so I was sad to see it go, but this one was making me money. And now I'm real pissed about it.
What How much money did you make so far?
Last I checked, I had about $20.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So you know that's money. The goal, I suppose, is to earn enough money that I can buy Mortal Kombat just with my YouTube income. Because it's a game that I'm kind of interested in, but I don't want to like save up for it and spend a lot of time or like do some extra work or anything like that for a game.
Apparently, it's going to be 60 FPS on Switch, so it seems good.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So I guess
I think I'll get it for Switch.
I guess to continue the stream, I'm now going to review every Kamen Rider suit. So that way the stream doesn't just end.
Every single one?
All the main ones. I'm not going to review every individual one. So I'm going to switch. Oh, I'm going to switch to screen capture. Or I'm going to switch to browser capture and capture my browser.
Yeah, there's actually people in your chat right now, so.
Sorry about that. I don't think this is the thing I wanted. This is not what I wanted to add.
No, browser source is just a static web page.
All right, I thought they might have changed the name.
Yeah. You want to do window? You want to do window capture?
No, because even a window capture gets weird. I want display. What the fuck?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I fucked with the resolution because YouTube demanded it of me, and now OBS is being weird.
I can't believe you're pulling the opposite of Joe Dini. He quit his job to be a failed YouTuber, and you got fired for your job. It became a mildly successful one.
I didn't get fired. I quit.
Wow, you cocked Joe Dini then.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm hungry too, and now I feel
I mean,
bad
you didn't.
because I don't want to.
Didn't quit. Oh, fuck. The delay. I think I'm speaking over you.
No, you're
Only
fine.
A bit. Yeah, not really.
So this is Kamen Rider 1. This is his first suit. He has a few other suits that we'll go through.
I mean, that's the coolest one.
This one's really cool. Like, this one's so cool that when I saw it, I was like, that can't be his original suit, because his other suit doesn't look this good. It's got the fucking, like, the leather. He's got the goddamn ascot. His helmet looks good here, too. His other helmet is kind of big and weird. This one looks, like, perfect.
Yeah, I think I like it because it looks less like plasticky.
Yeah, it looks like an actual...
Compared to a lot.
It looks metal.
Yeah.
It looks like it's metal, and it looks like that's you know what they were going for. I hate that I have to. Well, one of you read me the chat, please, so I don't have to constantly tab over to it.
So people ask about if you got the video.
The video's
taken down.
The video got removed by YouTube for quote unquote child safety, but I appealed it. And when a video gets removed, you're not allowed to upload or stream for a week. And the fact that I'm successfully streaming implies that the appeal went through. It's just going to take more time for the video to go up. That's where we're at with
if the video goes up.
Yeah. Please be careful of what you post in the Discord,
Chat.
so I don't have to delete this fucking stream.
You mean I can't post uppies?
Ironically, you can. That one's actually fair game.
Is there like a Twitch link somewhere that?
Hold on.
Okay.
I think this is the same as the other suit.
Yeah, it looks the same. Wait, the helmet looks a bit different.
It
maybe.
does. It looks a little cheaper. This might be a shot. So generally, what Kamen Rider does is there's two suits. There's a quote unquote stage suit for like dialogue and like action shots, and then there's the stunt suit that they actually wear when they fight. And that might be what's going on here. Is this might be like the stunt suit. I don't know if they were doing it that far back.
I mean, it would make sense.
That might just be that first one.
Maybe they just broke the first helmet.
Yeah, that first one might have just been like a production shot, but then like that's not practical. And then here he is, and this is the suit everyone kind of remembers. I like this suit a lot, but I have one major criticism, which is sort of his abs. They look like plastic.
And no, the worst thing is the Adidas lines. Looks like he.
No,
like,
I love these.
looks
I love
like
the
a-
Adidas lines.
It looks like a Russian tracksuit.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's cool as shit. I love tracksuits. I just I don't like.
I'm sure, but
He's got like these abs, but they're outside of his shirt, and it doesn't give the impression. Like I look at it, and I think the idea is, oh, this is his skin, and like this is just his body. But then he's got the Adidas lines and shit. And it's like, no, it's not.
I mean, it looks more like it's just armor.
I've seen there's some other ones that have this similar motif, but like they have actual body armor there.
I remember like seeing
don't know.
stuff on X where like the suits are like more manga. This is manga specifically, but I remember seeing some stuff on Mecha, where they look more mantis-like.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this one
there's
feels like a homemade cosplay version of the first one.
a little bit, but it's also a TV show from the 70s, so.
I know, but
Also, you can see here these black marks under his eyes. That's actually how the actor sees.
Okay.
And because back then they didn't have like the glass lenses. And I want to point that out because the next one of the writers we look at, his fucking eye holes are massive and very distracting. So I want to give credence that they found a way to like do that, and it doesn't ruin the aesthetic of the helmet. And it actually helps because it kind of gives the impression that he's got like shadows under his eyes, like a football player's. I think that's a good effect.
Don't
Yeah.
look at it.
I'll save this one for later. There's his giant form, which is just him when he's into giant porn. He's just bigger. I don't.
Boy.
This one's not even a clear image. I guess this is from one of the. Well, I clicked on this. I clicked on this to fucking.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I-
That's the one I was.
I clicked on this fucking picture to open it in a new tab, and it downloaded like a web file. All right, so I'm not gonna fuck with that.
dot stream file. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, and then there's him when you know those Sega commercials where it's like a martial artist out in the woods fucking around with a Saturn controller.
No.
Well, those are a thing.
So Kronk asked what Digimon is that?
Uh,
Digimon.
This is Bugmon. There is a Digimon based on this. It's
The Gust.
yeah, based on the gun. Wormmon evolves into this thing. And so here, this is the suit they give him in modern day because, like, his actor got super fucking buff. So they gave him, like, this fucking absolute unit outfit. I like this outfit a lot. I know a lot of people don't like it. And maybe it doesn't look as good in, like, the show. And I do think it kind of ruins the simple appeal of Kamen Rider, which is that he's, like, he looks kind of like a scrawny guy, but he's crazy powerful. And this dude...
Yeah, this dude looks like he's supposed to be
I
a
would
character from Power Rangers.
I would say that design would work as its own series, not as like an upgrade.
This one...
I mean, he looks like a Dragon Ball character.
This is, so this is the suit they give him when he shows up in modern stuff. So this is after Kamen Rider has ended, and he got, like, the actor got, like, crazy big. They brought him back in some stuff in the 2010s, and this is the sort of super suit they gave him, so they could keep him as Kamen Rider.
Was his spirit infused with steroids?
I think it's just that he got really fucking, like, fit after the show ended. And then, so that's all of his forms, really. Pretty good. I think it's a pretty clear winner that the first suit of his is his best. And I like his upgraded suit a lot. I hate this fucking wiki because this wiki doesn't have a table of contents, and they put all, like, the different forms at the very bottom. And that's all I ever want to see. Alright, this is Kamen Rider 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
So, the original actors for Kamen Rider did their stunts on their own. That was a bad idea, because the original actor for Kamen Rider 1 got in a motorcycle accident on set and shattered his leg in, like, 8 places. He said the last thing he remembered was setting his leg back in place, and then he just passed out.
Man, that's hardcore.
So they introduced a...
He's stabbing!
He did, kind of, yeah. They introduced a second Kamen Rider with the same powers, but he was a different character. And that's kind of what set Kamen Rider aside from the other shows of its era, is they didn't look at this and be like, well, let's just make another dude be the same character. They actually made another character. So this is Kamen Rider 2. He's also called Kamen Rider Nego. Shout out to all my Negos in the chat.
Hello, Dylan.
This suit looks really good, too. I think this is the suit. I think he might be evil in this suit. Originally created to best and kill. Yada was modified. He was modified. Okay, so the original Kamen Rider, he had to ride his bike to transform because he needed, like, wind pressure to spin his belt, which is what activated the transformation. But Kamen Rider 2 could do it with kinetic energy that he did through hand motions. And that's why all Kamen Riders do stupid-ass hand motions whenever they transform. It's because Kamen Rider 2 did it.
Okay.
So this is his first... This is, like, when he's evil. This one looks really good, too. I think it looks really good that he's got, like, the leather instead of, like, the fabric. I think that helps sort of sell the biker motif. But I also understand why they got rid of it, because I bet that's a pain in the ass to move around in. And then here he is as a proper Kamen Rider. It's identical to Ichigo's, to the first ones, but his gloves and boots are red. It's the same thing.
I wanted to say that the original Kamen Rider 2 outfit looked a little crusty.
A little bit, yeah. Like, it's a more faded, earthy green.
Yeah.
But I think that works in its favor. And then, apparently...
Yeah, I like that.
Apparently, Kamen Rider 2 got a secondary helmet. This one looks really good.
Man, you got 10 people watching.
I got 10 people watching this bullshit.
We had 11 a second ago.
That one person made the right call. And then, I don't even know what the fuck this is, but... This one looks alright.
Buff!
It's a little weird. This looks a little bit like claymation.
I would watch a stop motion Kamen Rider.
This looks like
Wanna make it 9?
This looks like great. This is a Kamen Rider if he was in the Neverhood.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we weren't gonna stream in the first place. This was bullshit just to
talk.
Yeah, this is just bullshit to see if I could. So fuck them. All right, V3. V3 is actually like one of my favorite designs.
He's just a human. No, no. Oh, it's the one with the red helmet.
Yeah, the red helmet. I love this guy. This dude's got a fucking backstory. It's brutal.
Go on.
So this new organization. So Kamen Rider, I should specify. Kamen Rider 1 and 2. Eventually, Kamen Rider 1 came back, and he and Rider 2 actually worked together. And they hung out and did things. And they fought the evil Shocker together. And they beat him, and it was cool. So in Kamen Rider V3, this other evil organization shows up. And this dude, Shiro Kazami, he witnesses them kill some dude. And then he goes home, and he's like, holy shit, I just witnessed a murder. And then they track him down. And they murder his family in front of him to shut him up.
What?
Like the fucking evil organization in 2. I think they're called like Destron. He sees like 2 of their mooks kill someone, so they track him down and they kill his family.
But wouldn't it be easier to kill him instead to shut him up?
They were going
No
to.
drama.
They were going to kill him, but they wanted him to watch them kill his family first.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then
because they're evil.
And then Kamen Rider 1 and 2 show up and save him. And he's like, and remember, Kamen Rider 1 and 2 were forcibly made into like cyborgs. That's where they got their powers from. They were forced, like they underwent surgery for it.
Oh, like strongification in fucking Quake 4.
Like Inspector Gadget?
Yes, exactly like Inspector Gadget. And he was like, make me a cyborg man too. I want to fight Shocker with you guys. Like so he was the first Kamen Rider to willingly become a Kamen Rider. And he also had to undergo like full body surgery to do it.
Wasn't there like one Kamen Rider who found the corpse of Hitler?
Probably. There's one scene in Kamen Rider 1 that gets posted a lot, where these Nazis are digging up a treasure, and they find this treasure chest with this giant gold swastika on it, and they open it up, and it's Kamen Rider, and he jumps out and beats the shit out of him.
That's what I thought it was. My bad.
That's one, and it's like a really elaborate trick that he played on them, and no one fucking knows how he did it. There's a good moment in V3, and it's pretty late in the show, where there's this evil monster who's like holding all these people hostage on a train, and there's one person who gets free, and that dude's like, fucking Kamen Rider V3 will stop you, and the monster's like, oh, he will? Well, where is he? Because I'm gonna kill everyone right fucking now. So where's Kamen Rider V3, huh? And then out of the fucking train, Kamen Rider V3 comes bursting out, and he goes, right here! And then the monster's like, damn you! Oh, hold on, I actually have it. I have that saved because I thought it was really funny.
Hello. Hello.
That's a butt.
I like
Oh,
that
no.
everybody on the stream got to saw that fucking Nagatora picture.
Shut up.
We saw that butt.
Oh, hold on. I gotta start this over.
Oh, there's no audio.
No, not on this webm. This doesn't... Did this not save properly or something? Why is the frame rate in the toilet? Oh, well, whatever. Look it up on your own time.
I don't...
I love this suit. I think this suit's fucking killer.
Yeah. Show us the worst Kamen Rider suit, in your opinion.
I'm not... I think that's coming up pretty soon. There's a few that I don't like.
No, not one that you don't like. That is actually awful.
I think the only one that I think is completely awful is Decade.
Show us.
Alright, hold on. Decade's pretty bad. But I like V3 a lot. I like its color scheme. I love his helmet. My only problem is in the show, his helmet's fucking huge. It's you can see his little eye holes here. Those become the central point when the camera points to his face instead of his like actual eyes. And I don't like that at all. They did eventually redesign this for one of the movies, and in the movie I think he's like definitively one of the best rider designs. Alright, let me pull up Decade here. I don't know a lot about Decade. People apparently don't love his show because it's just sort of like fan service jacking off. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that design the split second we saw of it.
Yeah, here we go. So this is Decade. I believe this is a toy. There's a problem with Kamen Rider where it's hard to find like production shots, or like most of the the body shots of riders that's like not in a magazine or something is of the toys, which can look weird. A lot of rider suits also look better in the show. But this one, I just think it's hideous. I don't even know what they were going for here. I think his helmet's fucking awful, too.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, it's...
So,
I don't know a lot about Kamen Rider Decade, but his ability is that he can scan cards, and the cards will allow him to transform into other Kamen Riders. So thankfully, you don't actually see this very often.
hey Dylan,
Yes.
are you aware of the Saban adaptation of Kamen Rider?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm aware. I've not seen them. There's two of them. One of them's called Masked Rider, and I hear that one's really bad.
Yeah, I heard.
And then there's one called Dragon Knight, and I've actually heard that one's really good. Like, maybe better than the actual Kamen Rider version.
Huh.
Yeah, this suit's bad. His like super suit for this is really fucking bad. Hold on.
Didn't Kamen Rider also make a cameo appearance on Power Rangers or?
I don't know. Probably.
Holy shit, that's awful.
Yeah, this one's bad. This is him wearing a deck of cards.
That is awful.
And then he's got like 4 fucking versions of this.
Was this during the Yu-Gi-Oh era?
Kind of.
Okay,
But-
that explains it.
Yeah, I think them wanting to sell cards, I guess,
Well, I mean, the cards...
as well as
Yeah,
toys.
I mean, I think the cards sold okay, but this looks like garbage.
Violent emotion.
Yeah, there's some bad ones. I mean, I can get rid of V3 too. V3 doesn't have any other forms. It's just him. Although he does have 23 actions that are like hidden. So this is one of the cooler moments. So they actually 1 and 2 do actually make him a cyborg, and they give him 23 special moves. But then at the very start of the series, this fucking monster shows up and he says, "I'm gonna fucking nuke Japan because I got a nuke in my stomach." And Kamen Rider
Oh, so he's American?
Kamen Rider 1 and 2 pick him up, and they fly him out to the middle of the ocean where he blows up in their face. And then V3 is the only Kamen Rider left, and he doesn't know how to use any of his fucking powers. And then 30 episodes later, they come back out of nowhere. So
Okay, I need
Nice.
to watch this now. That sounds
That-
stupid. I'm gonna
That particular scene is actually like up on YouTube. It's pretty good. And so he actually has like a bunch of special moves. Oh, it's 26. I'm wrong. He also has a good gimmick where he can only transform once he like transforms. He can't do it again for 3 hours.
God, I can go.
Is that the same with any of them?
No,
All of them?
most Kamen Riders can transform whenever, and they can do it indefinitely. V3 has to recharge. Which I think is I love that. I love those sort of ideas, those sort of mechanics. Especially in stuff like this, I think it's really cool. I think it adds something to it. You know what else also did that? That's going to make me sound even more of a retard. Ben 10 did that.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I remember seeing this and I instantly hated
When I was a kid, I loved Ben 10, and I loved the idea that like there was just something really cool about the idea that at any minute he can like go back to being a normal kid in this situation. I thought that was really cool. That's not quite what happens with V3. But still. This is Rider Man.
No, that's a gnome.
You gotta give it a second. This is Rider Man. He's not a good design.
No, he looks fucking fantastic.
I don't like the mouth.
That's his actual face, for the record.
I know, I don't
Yeah.
like that. I don't
So,
like that.
Power Rangers actually does that thing where, like, the faces have molded mouths all the time.
Sometimes.
Kamen Rider doesn't do that ever. There's only ever been one Kamen Rider who had that, and it was, like, a weird movie Kamen Rider. And I think this is kind of why, because they did this and it didn't work. Rider Man's apparently a good character. He is an evil scientist working for the bad guys who gets betrayed and then becomes this fake Kamen Rider for revenge.
Okay.
Okay, that's a really great concept.
And then he sort of, over time, becomes a real Kamen Rider. And I believe...
Okay, I need to ask this. What are Kamen Riders in the context of the universe? Are they, like, a well-known thing? Is it like Superman?
Sorta. It depends on which Kamen Rider we're talking about. In this one, yeah, like, the public knows Kamen Rider exists. They know they're out there. But they don't know who they are.
The secret Kamen Rider society.
In Kamen Rider V3, there's a group of children that have formed, like, a club. Specifically for Kamen Rider. And they actually go out. They actually go out and try to, like, find and stop monsters on their own. And they're like young kids. They're like under 10 years old.
That's what I wanted you to say!
There's a fucking scene in V3 where these kids meet this old, hunched back fucking man. And they're like, have you seen a monster around here? And he's like, no, children, I haven't. Why don't you come to my home? And they go to his house and he's like, please, drink this milk. And one of one of them's like, this milk smells kind of funny. And he goes like, that's because it's special milk.
Stop!
And so the kids drink the milk and they pass out. And then he turns into a monster and he's going to brainwash them. And then the kids get up because they pretended to drink the milk and they beat the shit out of them.
What?
There needs to be a Kamen Rider who's an Ollie-Con.
No.
No.
And then
No, fuck off.
and then fucking V3 shows up and kills it. And then he's like, hey, good job, kids. Good job.
There's another guy asking about why the video was taken down.
Oh, it got taken down because it apparently broke child safety rules. Probably just because it had pedophile in the tags.
Yeah, you probably want to start working around.
Yeah, kind of. It'll probably be... I think it'll get reinstated pretty soon. It should be back up, I would say, by the end of the week. Well, I guess it is the end of the week, so maybe the start of next week.
Well, no, we still have until Saturday until, like, it's officially the end.
I'm going to... I'll be right back. I haven't eaten today. And I woke up, like, a few hours ago. I'm gonna go get something to eat real fast, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna leave it...
How about you?
I'm gonna leave it on the fucking Discord. So post whatever, I guess.
All right.
I wish Jalen would eat me.
Which image? Is it the fat fucking dragon?
Oh wait, it doesn't scroll.
No, Dylan fucked up.
Oh,
Man, this is some really riveting stream.
yeah. Jung says I got recommended the video yesterday. I tried to watch it today, but it's just gone. I don't think Mr. Blue Dragon reported it. I mean, he could have. It got a lot of views, but
I don't think so myself, to be honest.
no.
Hmm. I'm surprised the Blue Dragon hasn't deleted his video yet. I guess he unlisted it. It might well have been deleted still.
I guess we have the Blue Dragon in chat.
Hmm.
What?
No, it's just someone being funny, I think.
Oh, the fucking fat dragon thing.
No, in the YouTube chat. I'm reading it.
Ah, I too am Mr. Gay Blue Dragon.
No, I think YouTube takes down videos that have certain words in the title.
Yeah,
Or-
that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I think it was like the algorithm.
And I think the Kothex guy, he unlisted his video like before that that word was in the blacklist. So that's probably why his video is still up.
Hmm.
Caesar, are you an autism warrior?
So Felix is
No.
the Ray. Is that Ray? Felix?
Yeah, Felix, as in the British nigga that's in here.
I know.
Who's in VC right now.
I know. That's why I asked him if it's Ray.
Hey. Hi. Yes, it's Ryan.
Good.
Wait, Ray Romano? How's it been?
No.
No,
Ryan,
Ray as in Ronald Reagan.
More like Gagan.
Shit.
Sekiro shadows come twice.
I'm about to come like 3 times.
I'm tired.
Oh, hi coming, I'm dead.
I'm coming undone.
Oh,
Guys, breaking news.
Clown World. What's the breaking news, Caesar?
Look. Good
Oh,
dumpster
wait.
fire.
Holy shit.
I don't like this picture.
Yeah, this is from that same guy.
That's why I don't.
It's from
that's-
Taz.
that- Also, you kind of fucked up your chat because nobody can see anything that's being posted.
I don't know
I
why
know.
he has like a picture of a real life kid in some of his DeviantArt.
That's what you want, you fucking thebophile.
Hey, I'm not Jewish. Get these.
Are we about to have another Dylan gets domestically abused by his little sister moment?
I'm more interested in Kamen Rider Triple X.
I was about to say that, you motherfucker. Stop taking my jokes psychically.
Will it be on camera?
Nobody's gonna fucking do that.
You have to enable super chats.
I think you have to have like a certain level of like subscribers or something.
Why are you using Flashbang YouTube?
Full name is Dylan Klebold.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think you should do this on camera. Yeah, there we go.
That's pretty good level up.
So what's this about Dylan getting owned by a Holocaust denier?
Oh, it was from last night, I think.
Epic.
It was a Holocaust denier. He's denying the
Oh,
rape of
Nanking? Based.
Red pilled.
Oh my
Ah, so he's a Japanese apologist.
He's gone one step beyond eating me.
No, he was kind of just
Bitch!
generally racist.
Shut my door.
Wait, did he get banned or did he leave?
Get back here and shut the door! Come here,
Are
Savannah!
we talking about that person who has like a Jap for an avatar?
Which he said that was his girlfriend, but, like, I don't believe that.
You should reverse image search that person.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Epically dox his girlfriend to own people on the internet, assuming that's true. Very based.
It is.
God, I wish I was that based.
Wait, he's still in here, right?
Oh, Wussy, I need you, or
Yeah,
somebody really, to super chat Dylan $10 so he could fight his sister on a stream.
That was just a taste of what you could get.
You should. You know what? You should have a Patreon goal.
Dylan, dox your sister.
I can't dox my sister without doxing me. Okay.
You've doxed yourself already, though, multiple
Yeah, you're right.
times.
Hi, Uzi.
Alright, so there you go. My fucking super chats are open, retards.
Here's work, Uzi.
Yeah, I've got one cleared.
I can't wait to donate $1 to Dylan and call him the N-word.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you
Instantly demonetized.
can't. You can't super chat the N-word.
No, if you
John says,
if you
well,
super chat something close to the N-word, I'll know what it means.
Nuggets.
Man, I really hate naggers.
What an
Nimrod.
that's maybe the single funniest South Park joke. Because
Yeah.
no one ever looked at that and saw it as naggers.
I'm pretty sure there's a South Park episode that revolves around word faggot. I could be wrong.
I'm just thinking of that legendary giant bomb clip where someone donates and it's just, man, I really hate naggers. And Brad just is eating and everyone else is like, ugh.
Nagger.
But Brad doesn't give a face. Because this was back when he was like peak fat Brad.
There's also like 5-6 times when somebody super chatted at them about the definition of something being off Wago.
Hell yeah.
John wants to know if you're going to re-upload the video somewhere.
I don't know where I would. Are there other video platforms at this point?
Vimeo.
I'm not gonna upload to fucking Vimeo.
I mean, upload it to Pornhub.
No, because they get rid of stuff that's not porn. Monkey tried that.
I mean, apparently it is porn, so...
Yeah.
Wait, what video of Dylan's got yeeted on?
The dragon video.
Oh fuck! Did his fans get?
I don't know. It was a guidelines violation. So I think I think someone did get butthurt and put it in for child pornography, and because YouTube is so fucking defensive about that right now, it went through without anyone actually checking.
Was it that fucking ginger?
But because when you get a video taken down, it locks up your ability to upload and your ability to live stream for a week, and it said as much to me explicitly. We think the fact that I can live stream means that it went through, or that the video is being reinstated. It hasn't happened yet. That's what this live stream is for.
Sweet.
And then I decided to look at a bunch of Kamen Rider pictures to not waste the time.
Sweet. Oh, you're streaming? Epic. Are you streaming the voice chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Epic.
Fucking.
Fellas, remember, we're streaming, so don't say Blake's real name, Joe Bingham.
I was thinking about that dude who was arguing with me about the rape of Man King last night, and I'm positive everything else he said was a troll. But his art.
Well, what else?
Well, he said he was talking. There were times that like he was taking on like when we first talked to him, he was like, "Yeah, I don't. I'm not racist or anything like that. You know, he gave sort of the."
Then he kept saying.
He gave sort of the same basic spiel everyone gives of like, well, I recognize that there are differences between races, but I don't believe in judging people on that.
Yeah.
And then later on, he was telling Lucky how we have to fucking murder the Muslims because even a child viper is still a viper.
Oh yeah,
and
wait. I think
he broke character for that one because Lucky was took it very seriously. I don't understand how the fuck. Jesus.
I was alright until he started mentioning things about Afghanistan.
And I'm
That's when I had to get the fuck
I
out.
think everything else he said.
Oh yeah, Striker's a gay marine.
Oh fuck you.
Striker, how does it feel that you have how does it feel that you've shared service with both Kothism and the that one brony who talks about being in the armed forces all the time?
Well,
what, fucking all of them?
Can I just interject for a second? I can't believe he's a gamerism.
Striker, unironically, thank you.
A gay marine.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Like
I said,
irony mask back on. Marines are gay. Fuck the troops.
Oh, I was Army.
Oh.
But,
were you like smart people shit army or like some version of infantry? Because only one of those is cool.
I play support for infantry.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had to do a small deployment. I don't want to talk about this.
Alright, you don't have to.
But I'm just gonna say, the guy,
Forgot about Pad being in the Navy.
No, I just want to say that the guy kind of crossed the line when he said something about screaming kids.
Personally, I don't really give a fuck either way.
I think the reason I brought it up is I was thinking about like everything else he posted must have been a troll. Like the dude was posting what he said was porn of him and his ex, and it's like, yeah, okay, buddy. I'm sure.
I can't wait to join them and send pictures of me dabbing in front of dead bodies for the Discord.
I'm just saying that it brought back kind of like bad memories.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame you for wanting to get out at that point. But his arguments about the rape of Nanking were so detailed and so consistent that I think he really did break character and fight me on it. But
yeah,
if it was part of his trolling and it was just that he happened to know a lot about it because he had been reading about conspiracy theories on shit, that's some fucking S tier trolling. That's some fucking high tier shit.
Well, because I think I've talked to you about this before, Dylan, of like I'm assuming Nanking is the same thing. Of most Holocaust deniers are doing it. They argue with very well. They're doing it for the bit. They just want to make people mad. I'm assuming this might be the same thing. Of like,
there's people who deny. There's people who deny fucking Holodomor.
Yeah.
That plays my fucking chord.
But I think Rape of Nanking is a weird
flashpoint because it's like.
God,
they,
this is a really
it happened, but they argue it didn't happen to defend the guys they like.
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail right on the head.
No, this is a really weird loop around to like 5 months ago when me and Dylan had our Nanking discussion.
Another one just... It's like
Wait, are you guys
denying
talking
the
about
My Lai massacre.
how Derek became racist, or did you guys actually have a Nanking discussion?
The Nanking discussion was during it, but we weren't arguing whether or not it happened. We were just kind of arguing about racist stuff.
Based.
I went
So-
down.
So, Dylan, can you update me on your situation last night, to call it that?
Which part of the situation? Because kind of a lot happened.
I don't know what the I know something about Nanking and like some guy also maybe like the Holocaust or something. And it was last night.
So
in
a
DC,
user
and Sensei got mad or something.
So a
I don't know.
username
Sensei
Sensei got mad because she didn't know how to stay in her fucking lane.
Based.
This user named Yivs. I didn't really talk. We didn't really get much of a usable name out of him. Came in. He was pretty cool for most of the night. But then at some point, I brought up, or someone brought up the rape of Nanking. And he said it didn't happen, and I kind of pressed him on that. And then we started to get into a debate, and then Sensei tried to like act as a mediator, and I was not having any of that shit. And then we argued about the rape of Nanking for a good 3 or 4 hours before finally it's just sort of petering out, sort of like hitting the point where it was like, well, we both kind of agreed that like we had exhausted our points and we'd sort of made our argument as well as we could, but if the other person's not going to budge, you know, the conversation had started to flow elsewhere.
So you did not agree to disagree. You just sort of left it.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, there's if none of you guys are gonna change your mind, there's no point in like extending it past.
I think that we were not.
Yeah, he just started getting weirded with the whole Nazi contributions to medical science.
I think I made my points. I think I made my points better and more convincing. I mean, there were other people in VC. They weren't
Legitimately, everyone always thinks that
You're
about
right,
their
but
points. I think I told you this, Dylan.
Yeah. A question though.
I think debate generally is like incredibly masturbatory.
It is. You're right.
And there are two paths to take. Either acknowledge that and just scream at
That's
each other.
what I want to do.
Or become incredibly formal and have a relatively unbiased audience vote on who they thought
No, see,
won.
that's explicitly what I
Dylan.
didn't want to happen, and that's what Sensei wanted to happen.
If it's any consolation,
Yeah.
If any consolation, my cousin's a flat earther.
What?
My
cousin is a flat earther.
Amazing.
Epic.
Yeah, and we would get into basically screaming matches.
Well, Dylan,
over
as someone that is relatively good at argumentation, I'm talking about you, the assumption is that if you're going to say debate, it's going to...
Internet and debate is just blood sports again.
Shut the fuck up, Caesar. You're fat and gay.
I mean,
correct.
I never even never in my life have I considered the Nanking thing. Like, it never even occurred to me that the option of it not happening. Like,
I brought that up about it too. Like, what's the point of faking it? Because most people don't even know what happened. Like, you figure if it was a like when people say like, "Oh, 9/11 was a false flag," well, 9/11 was also like central to every decision in American politics for like 10 years. So I kind of understand that.
Or
I mean, it's only relevant.
Like those were.
Yeah, it's only relevant in China and like Asia.
Yeah,
it's not talked about
And
here at all. It's like the Mao Zedong killed the most people. He's like, no one talks about that either. It's kind of a weird thing to get hung up about, I think.
I once found a YouTube channel that's
Unless you're like Asian.
I
Yeah.
found a YouTube channel that fought the Jews in 9/11. I think they're being unironic about it. That's what I put that out.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Shit's weird. It's such a weird point, and like a lot of its points were based around like the pictures of Nanking, which I'd never seen before. I haven't, and I'm not saying that like, oh, he pulled these out of his ass. I'm saying that like I'd actually never looked at pictures of Nanking. I just never did.
I mean, they barely had
But
cameras.
yeah, like there's footage of it, but there's not a lot of it because it was in the 30s and it was in secret. And his points,
Yeah, there's like photos of
his point seemed to be that like the photos weren't convincing. But I'd never even looked at the photos, so I'd never even taken the photos into consideration when thinking about the Nanking Massacre at all. So it was very weird. It was arguing for evidence. It was arguing against evidence that I'd never used in my conclusion.
And also, like, there's an accused party, like, in this. You know, there's a perpetrator and a victim. You know, to put it as black and white as possible. But the perpetrator, they don't deny it. They don't, do they? Like, does Japan deny
No,
deny
I mean
that?
they have apologized for it, but not sincerely. Like
Jackie unveils his secret CalArts beliefs.
My what?
Your secret California beliefs.
Of what? What the fuck are you talking about?
I found it kind of weird that he was kind of weirdly justifying Unit 731.
Yeah, that shit, like, that's all nonsense. Like, all the grand majority of the medical information we got from, like, the horrors of World War II...
Wait, Derek, what the fuck are you talking
is completely
about?
worthless. And even if it's not,
wait, I thought you were
it
saying
could have been attained by more ethical means.
Are you retarded?
What? What did you say, Jackie?
I'm calling Derek retarded because I didn't say anything.
Oh. Alright. No, I just thought that was, like,
Fucking
way the
office.
fuck off at the left field. And I think that's what Sensei's trigger point was. Because, you know, she's all into, like, medical
Well, I
shit,
didn't
stuff
even, like,
that.
his point was, like, well, the Nazis gave us open heart surgery, and they didn't. A Nazi got a Nobel Peace Prize for contributions to open heart surgery 20 years after the fall of the Nazi Party. But that's also...
They gave us space science,
But
baby!
that's not... Like, that's not the equivalent... Like, that was an actual doctor who... Even if he supported the Nazi Party, that was an actual doctor...
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. I mean, I would say that he would have a case for, like, space travel and shit, because you have Werner von Braun.
You have space travel, you have the guy that invented GMOs. There's a lot of these.
I mean, they also had the nuclear technology.
Like, there's
and,
like,
water
for sure,
and
and we talked about that too. Like, I explicitly said, Operation Paperclip was fucked.
Yeah, they.
But I also.
I don't think we would have computers in the same way without the Nazis.
I also,
probably.
Wait, do you think Operation Paperclip was bad?
I think it was unethical. But I also don't know the full, like, I bet there were people working for the Nazis who had literally no way out.
There were
like those people, like, yeah, like, so I don't know, and that's all.
It's a bell curve. You have people that were just doing science with the Nazis. You had people that in that population really liked the Nazis, and you had people in that population that really didn't like the Nazis, but they were all doing science because that's where they existed.
Like, and that's sort of what I've always fallen back on Paperclip specifically, is like, well, I can't say explicitly that everyone involved in this was like, it's not like fucking Magdala, whatever. It's not like he came over.
Mangala.
Nelson Mandela is not Mangala.
Joseph Mengele.
Oh, it's Mengele.
Paperclip was America picked up a bunch of Nazi scientists to do science for us
pardoned,
instead.
Yeah, we pardoned a bunch of Nazis to bring them over.
It's how we got nukes, space travel, and some computers.
All right, boys, I got off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
I mean, the only study I found, I find people remember from Mengele is the infant surviving without his mother thing.
Yeah, like,
where if you separate the child at birth, it dies without like human contact.
Yeah, I think he befriended the children.
But honestly, like that information, that
I mean, that's the only useful thing he contributed with. Which it's
you gotta
useful.
put you gotta put useful in quotes, because what are you actually gonna do with that information?
I mean, it's just a thing. It's just kind of useful information that you have to give attention to children.
I feel like that's information that we could have been that had been discerned or understood before that point.
Dylan, that's a lot of science. Yeah. Of common sense would bore out this is the result, obviously. But you need to double blind test it.
I understand.
Yeah, and now we know that you can't have machines taking care of children. So yeah,
I don't know.
It's good.
It was super weird. Like his point was like, well, this one Nazi scientist attributed to open heart surgery, which implies that those advancements wouldn't be done by anyone else. It also implies that like that's the equivalent of Unit 731 is an actual scientist doing actual like experiments and work in a sterile environment, not going into a field of bodies and hitting them with swords and seeing if anything moves.
Yeah, one of those is cool.
Like if you were able to say like in the concentration camps, they discerned this stuff, then maybe you'd have a counter argument, but that's not the same thing.
No, it's on a fucking dirty beach.
I mean, think about it. Genghis Khan did the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think he came to a scientific.
Genghis Khan did the same thing. He just didn't pretend he was a scientist when he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, testing your flamethrowers is science.
Anyway, Kamen Rider X.
Oh yeah.
No one gives a shit. Let's talk about game
I like
politics.
this suit. I didn't like this suit at first. I've really come around on it. I think it looks really cool. The
How much fucking Kamen Rider is there?
Too much.
Because there's 20 modern series.
Oh, we're down to 4 viewers, guys.
There's 3 movie exclusive writers, and then
kill your heroes, be gay, do
and then
crime.
In the Showa era, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12.
That's a good picture.
It's about 35 individual writers, but every show has more than one common writer, just about. And there's other factors to contribute there and shit like that.
I want that Spider-Man picture as my bed cover.
God, I wish
it's like
that
the
were
perfect
me.
size. Yeah.
It seems like it'd be a really good shirt. I wish I had more money for clothes.
I have definitely.
I think that shirt would cost like $50.
I also wish
clothes aren't
I
that
also wish I
expensive.
left my house enough to justify wearing like good clothes.
I said for no.
I have a lot of metal band T-shirts. I really love them.
I mean, one day your siblings will grow up and you can have your own life.
Alright, so here's a real fucking... This is a real-ass writer right here. This is Kamen Rider...
Or maybe you'll make enough money
this is
on
Kamen Rider
YouTube.
Amazon. And this motherfucker's slick. I love this suit.
Kamen Rider...
Oh, damn. That
Dylan,
looks like
if you don't
looks
walk
like
around your house
a
shirtless, you're gay.
looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I don't like being shirtless because I have a leather couch, and when it gets hot, I get sweaty, and then I get like I chafe just by sitting down.
Isn't that convenient though?
No, I think Akanas is the bigger Chad here.
Also, my family makes fun of me because I'm fat.
Aren't they all
Yeah,
fat,
of course
though?
they are. Has
We just make fun of them
being a
back
hypocrite ever stopped me? Why would you think they'd be any different?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you like
if they say,
fatter?
"Oh, you're so fat. Why are you walking around without a shirt?" You're like, yeah. It's like I'm giving you the mirror.
I am fatter than everyone else, but I'm also taller than everyone else. I'm just a bigger person in general than most of the family.
Yeah, dude, if you're the biggest, take no shit. Beat up your siblings and
do.
mother.
Kamen Rider Amazon is actually the Kamen Rider I'm most interested in, mainly because
I really love this one. I love this suit because this is the first one where it's like this dude's a monster. Like he's not a cyborg who kind of looks like an animal. This dude's a full on like lizard man.
Is he a good guy?
I can't get over the TMNT.
He's a good guy.
Like breastplate.
He's heroic, but it's just the idea that he turns into a lizard to fight monsters.
For the same reason, I'm also interested in Kamen Rider Amazons. That show looks fun. It's a little dark.
He's also a like a Tarzan type, so he doesn't speak English. So when he's the lizard, he just yells at people, and it's funny.
In lizard gels, like
yeah.
God,
where the fuck does a lizard yell?
I wish I was a funny boy.
But you are.
Amazon's also notable because it's very violent, because they actually made it so that the monsters bleed.
Yeah,
so he'll like karate chop a monster's arm off, and a fucking geyser of like bright orange blood will shoot out of it.
How's its tang?
Yay! That sounds
badass.
Bad.
Yeah, they also updated this. There's 2 new versions of Amazon. One of them is like one of my all-time favorite writers. Hold on, let me try to find it.
Raintism says livestream good. Me give it thumbs up.
Why don't you fucking give it $1, you little piggy, huh?
Fucking kidding me, you little shit. Yeah, you kiss your mother with
Yeah,
that.
if you donate 10 bucks, Dylan's going to have a fight with his
If we
little
get
sister.
it's not just oh, I donated $10 at once. Multiple people can donate smaller amounts, and as long as it goes over $10, I'll bring her up here and fight her.
Yeah, so you get all your friends together, so it's autistic stream and.
I would do a sperm donation if I have. Just gotta say. Just gotta say.
Well, it depends.
I can't wait to find out that
friend.
this strike against Dylan took away his monetization.
No, I didn't take away my monetization. I still have that.
No, this stream is going to take it all away.
Can you take it all away?
Dylan, you should just become a fallen Jew and just steal money from people.
Cool.
Through Patreon.
Yeah, so this is the one of the Amazon redesigns for Amazons. This is like one of my favorite suits ever. I love this suit.
Yo, is that fish?
He's a lizard.
Does he have a scaly cod
He
piece?
does.
Dylan, do you have a scaly cod?
I don't like
Scaly's
the main character of Amazons though. I think he's a little too mechanical. He looks too much like a machine. But this one, the red one's cool. I love him.
Oh no, you can see his pants sagging down.
Yeah, you know, that happens.
Yeah.
Yo, is this the first black Kamen Rider?
No, Kamen Rider Black is the first black Kamen Rider.
They should make a Mexican Kamen Rider.
I mean, that's a little bit on the nose, ain't it? Ain't it, Japan?
Senor Kamen Rider.
Or maybe a Filipino Kamen Rider instead of Mexicans.
I want the first Nicaraguan Kamen Rider.
I want the first Italian Kamen Rider.
So here's
Yeah. Oh, he's going to deliver pizza.
So this one's Kamen Rider Stronger. Kamen Rider Stronger is interesting. He was a professional football player who joined the villains by accident, and then.
Do you mean?
So he's an
Kind of.
idiot.
But he's also very
Like me?
bombastic.
Like
So he's Blake.
So like he gives these very big elaborate speeches every time he does anything.
So it's like a shonen.
Yeah, like it's
protagonist.
just fun. He's just a fun dude to watch. I think his design's garbage.
Has there ever been any kind of anime for that?
There was one that was but it was pure comedy. Surprisingly,
Raintism says, "I will give money to the stream."
well then do it.
Okay. Let's see then. If I had
Alright,
any,
well,
okay.
then you're worthless to me, alright?
Oh, he's in the call.
Good.
He's in the call.
Yeah,
it's okay. I've heard it before. It's nothing new.
I'm retarded.
Where the hell are you?
Yeah.
Are there any Kamen Riders similar to Dante? Because, I don't know, Tokuatsu stuff always kind of reminded me of character action games for whatever reason.
I mean, is it in 4 where Dante has the, or is it Nero who has the motorcycle sword?
That's 5, and it's Dante.
Oh, it's no wait, no. You have
that's the motorcycle he uses. Like Seb is talking about Red Queen, which is the sword he revs like a motorcycle.
Okay.
Yes. Nero.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nero
Seth,
has
you're
that
retarded.
in both 4 and 5.
Yeah, I mean it's a motorcycle sword. It goes like Room.
This is Skyrider. I don't like this one as much. I like the helmet. I think the helmet's like one of the best helmets of the Showa era. But he looks like the original Kamen Rider without a shirt, and I don't like the color scheme at all.
I don't know.
It's just something about like brown and green. I don't think it works. I'm not a fan.
It looks dumb, but looks like a Star Trek like villain of the week thing. Because when I think of bad design, I think of Star Trek for some reason. This live stream has an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 7.2 on IMDb.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is Kamen Rider Super 1. I don't think about this one very often. And I think he looks okay. I get this one and
Wait, what? Why does he have those?
Tassels.
What are they called? Those?
Yeah, I don't know.
cheerleader
I don't know
arms?
what the deal with those are. I don't know if they do anything or what.
Tassels.
They're weird.
Them
They're
tassels,
weird.
okay.
Also, the first time I saw it, they were like.
I'm just thinking of Carl Anderson
were-
when I see those. The guy from.
The first time I saw.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
The first time I saw this, they were wrapped around his arms, and it gave the impression he had like barbed wire around his forearms. And I thought, like, wow, that's badass. And then I realized they were like cowboy tassels, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's a gay Kamen
I know, it's
Rider.
crazy. So we're gonna forget him.
I can't believe you're the writer, Dan.
I should have known.
They should make. I'm surprised there's not a Kamen Rider parody where there's like a fat Kamen Rider.
Well, once he transforms, he'd just be normal.
Yeah.
Although, real talk, they bring back the.
There should be a Kamen Rider with this
Sometimes
outfit.
they bring back the suit actors for other Kamen Riders to
Perfect.
play them in like anniversaries and shit, and some of them have not stayed fit.
There should be a Kamen Rider who's a big titty anime girl.
You're right. There should be. So this is an awful. This is like some fucking video game render of this suit, and I like.
Are there any good Kamen Rider
No,
games?
there aren't. They're all fucking trash. Every last one of them.
I mean, there's Beautiful Joe, which is sort of a Kamen Rider.
There's like a few like Dynasty Warrior clones, but that's as close as you get, and even those don't seem.
Also, man, we have had a fucking giant influx
Yeah.
of new people.
Yeah.
And, like, removing all the furries even, I'm going through the list. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And I think we have some fun people. here.
I think this is my favorite Kamen Rider helmet. I love this helmet a lot, and I like this design, but I think his chest piece is too big, and I don't love the underwear. I'm not a big fan of, like...
Why does he have the Swedish flag as his belt?
I don't know. ZX. This dude's interesting. He only showed up in a movie. He was supposed to get a full show, I think, but he didn't.
So what's his backstory?
He's in like the Amazon, and he gets attacked by this evil organization, and they turn him into this, and he fights them. I don't know. I didn't.
Wait, so he is the Nicaraguan
Sure.
Kamen Rider?
It's weird. It's weird
Yeah,
that
sure.
he is in the Amazon, and Kamen Rider Amazon is in Tokyo.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, here we go. Here we're getting into the best one. This is unironically, this suit is my favorite Kamen Rider suit. Period.
Here's refresh.
Speaking of though, Jackie, do you like or do you hate Jesus Christ Superstar?
What the fuck is that?
Oh, you don't even know about it.
It's a play.
Broadway
It's a
play.
And also, I think the movie version is better than a play. So.
Just from the name, I'm assuming it's like full of sodomites.
Not really. It's just a musical version of.
It's a rock opera based on Jesus Christ's stories in the Bible, but it's one of the it's
it's
one of
pretty
those
faithful
things that like
to-
it sounds like something an edgy atheist would make to like make fun of religion.
Yeah.
But it's actually like a very positive, almost pro thing. It's just in a totally different subculture.
Yeah, but I mean, it hits all the like beats you want to.
Maybe the beats you want, Europor.
Maybe, I don't know. I think it's
it's
good. I like it.
As I'm hesitant to like knowing very little, I'm hesitant to condemn it, and Dylan I'll believe in terms of respect, but my general thing is there is a certain level of like.
I mean, I'm also like it for like the songs are really good.
It emphasizes forgiveness and harmony and shit. It emphasizes the part of Jesus' story that matter.
Yeah.
It's not like.
From that it doesn't sound like it's blasphemous or
I mean, the most blasphemous thing about it is that they made Judas. They made Judas song the best one.
I feel like if I were to watch it, I would probably be like, "This does not handle this with the level of seriousness it deserves."
Probably not.
Probably.
My sister once did a dance routine to that movie.
Why can't I not find?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, the songs are popular.
There's one fucking picture of Kamen Rider Black that I really love, and I can't find it anymore. Hold on, I'll just. I have it saved. I just didn't want to fucking. I'll just.
Yeah, but as I said, like the most blasphemous thing is that Judas song is the
ready,
best.
Because I'm pretty sure this is just going to open up on Anime Titty. Okay.
Oh, nice.
It usually just opens up directly on Anime Titty though.
Epic.
Here we go. This is like my favorite fucking Kamen Rider suit ever. This is like my favorite picture of it. It's so fucking cool. So I love this suit a lot because for one, I think it's simple, and I think that's important for a good superhero suit. Is it's got to be like not many bells and whistles.
Yeah, I mean that one is probably better than the first one, but it's close, I think.
And I like what I.
Because I haven't really liked any of the ones we watched.
It's just in the live stream. I'll post it. I can post it in the actual Discord too. But I love it because like this is the one that looks. You can see in like his joints underneath him that he's got like skin, but it's like fucked up monster skin, and it implies that there's something inhuman about him underneath the suit. And like the suit is like a carapace. It's like the hard shell of like an insect, which ties back into the idea that the riders are originally supposed to be like grasshoppers.
Holy shit. Oh, looking at man, Sparta in DMC1 was just a Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah,
Holy
dude,
shit.
fucking Kamiya, he loves tokusatsu to death.
Yeah, so that's why.
Speaking of Kamiya, he posted today that he got a epic Victoria Royale on Tetris 99.
So that's why character action games always remind me.
Yeah, dude, the devil trigger
probably.
only exists because of like Kamen Rider. Without it, that wouldn't even be a thing.
Pull my devil nigger.
Also, when he transforms, they do a really cool effect where steam comes out of the joints. They put like fucking sparklers in there or some shit, so it looks like when he transforms, his metabolism increases so much he's giving off like steam, and it's escaping through the joints because he's so fucking powerful.
Yeah, and the villain gives off epic game store.
Oh fuck! It's so cool. It's such a cool fucking suit. It looks perfect, and I'm sad because he gets another suit in the next series, and because it's technically stronger, that's the suit he usually ends up wearing in like crossovers and stuff. And that suit's okay, but it's not this suit.
Is there any Kamen Rider who has a misogynist?
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of one specifically, but I'm certain there are Kamen writers who are like, "A woman,
I love misogyny.
Can't believe Kamen Rider is based.
Here's here's his other form.
Nice.
It's Nick.
There's now 2 versions of fucking Juice, dude.
This is Kamen Rider Black RX.
Why is he called Black RX if he's green?
So speaking of the Mexican
I think he was
Kamen
originally
Rider,
just supposed to be called RX.
What
but,
the fuck's up?
Hey,
this guy.
I think he was just supposed to be called RX, but Black was super popular, so they made RX a sequel to Black.
Easy fucking close on this repair.
It's a good suit. I don't like it nearly as much as the original.
I swear our fucking support team is retarded.
Yeah. So Space Bitch says needs more undies.
Also, this guy is retarded. He did a full install and then kicked it because the customer wanted fiber, so he was here for 4 hours and gets no credit for it.
Good.
You should stick some fiber up his penis.
That was today, and then that was earlier today, and literally I'm here on a repair ticket because the customer wanted to get converted to fiber. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that on a repair, and B, I don't have any assignments for that, so you're gonna need to call in and schedule that. So bye.
Yeah, but I'm just remembering Space Bitch. Isn't that someone we had on the Discord for like 3 years ago?
Yeah, we did.
Space Bitch.
Yeah, Space Bitch is back and she's in the
Bitch
chat.
is the person that I think she's the one I banned because she had a boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
He's epic.
Who's Space Bitch?
That's very.
It's,
yeah.
I'm telling you, Dylan, ban all women.
This is Shadow Moon. He's Kamen Rider Black's adopted brother and the antagonist of Black.
Oh, you posted the I have no mouth. She has no mouth, but I must cream.
I hate you.
I like this one.
I hate all of you, to be honest.
I have no telephone line, but I must meme.
Well, that's all the Showa writers. That's pretty good, I think.
Honestly, I still love that because it just fucking bothers Everett so much every time he's in when I say that.
Yeah.
All right.
How old is the bitch with no
She's like
mouth?
16, 17.
I have no idea.
Would.
They're all fucking anime, so they're probably all fucking underage because fucking Japan.
On that note.
No, wait, Komi-san is like 17, right? Awusi, you know this?
16 or 17.
Yeah.
Would.
I'm fucking retarded.
I mean, of course Derek knows that. Derek looks at that and goes, "You have no mouth, but I must cream."
It's a good manga.
You see, I don't read it.
Is the stream over now?
Fuck it. We're on other. No one cares. Fuck this. Channel's over.